Welcome back to my channel Bal Vigyan Bharti. Here is your mentor Avilash Sarkar. During our previous discussion on trigonometric ratios, we have discussed several things. We have started with the ratios initial definition, sine, cos, and the other ratios, trigonometric ratios, their relation with the coordinate system, how it is react, how they will vary with the coordinates first, second, third, fourth, and then after we have established some relations where there is a combination of angles. So before moving to the other part of the combination of angles, where we have shown initially a plus b angles, now we'll show a minus b. Before than that, one more concept that I must have told you, but I have skipped it. That is, when I am discussing the trigonometric ratio, we have described that any angle towards anti-clockwise is positive angle. When we measure is from positive x-axis, and whatever the angle starting from the positive x-axis, it will make with the positive x-axis, it will be the angle of the this is the measure of the angle. Now if in case something we measure clockwise direction with positive x-axis, so what is that? That is definitely be negative. Now where we are doing the trigonometric ratios with the respect to the positive x-axis in anti-clockwise direction. If I talk about an angle of theta which is made anti-clockwise direction, what would be the case? Now let's see, this coordinate is what it is in fourth coordinate. This is y, this is minus y, this is minus x. So if we consider any coordinate, if I want to coordinate, that will be x will be positive and y will be negative. Now if I want to consider the sine of this angle, so this is definitely the measure of negative theta. Otherwise it would have been measured this way also. So what is the measure of that? This is 360 degree minus of theta. Okay, so if I want to consider the sine of 360 degree minus theta, it will be equivalent to this theta, where what we have find 360 degree minus theta is equal to, as it is fourth coordinate, this is 4 into 90, that sine will be sine, and as because in the fourth coordinate this will come as a, so that result is minus sine theta. Now if I can put it in other way, and if I assume that this is minus of theta because it is clockwise direction, the measurement is theta. If I take the minus theta, what would be the result? With a triangle, it is made as a right angle triangle. This measure is how much? Y. This is x. So sine is your vertical direction. Vertical direction is minus y, and this radius I said this is r. If it is so this is nothing but y by r. Now if it is equivalent, if I take any angle on the first coordinate theta, and if I take the sine theta, and the equivalent coordinate, the opposite coordinate of this would be x and y. So actually in first coordinate sine theta is equal to what? Y by r. So just this is equivalent to minus sine theta. So now see, sine of minus theta will give the same result as sine of 360 degree minus theta. So we can say, so if I could take the angle in the negative side, so it straightway will give you the minus of sine theta. Now if I consider the case of cos of that same angle minus theta, what would be the case? Cos will be the base by r. What is that? In the first coordinate, if the equivalent angle, if it is theta, the cos will be x. So cos of theta is x by r, which is equal to, so cos of minus theta is cos theta. This is universal. Sine of minus theta is minus sine theta. Cos of minus theta is equal to cos theta. So that case tan of minus theta will be what? Because tan of minus theta is the sine of minus theta, cos of minus theta. So for sine it is sine minus theta, for cos is equal to cos theta, so ultimately minus tan theta. So tan minus theta is equal to minus tan theta. So this thing you can use it directly in your problem solving cases. So if it come that any angle sine of minus, let's say 370, so you need not to think that where it is lying. The first thing is that for sine of any angle we straightway say 370 minus. Now you can treat this angle in a anti-clockwise direction. Now 370, where it will lie? It will lie in the fourth coordinate. Okay, now accordingly, what is that? 90 into 4 plus 10. So minus sine of 4 into 90 plus 10. Any even multiple of 90, sine will be sine, and for fourth coordinate it will be plus. So ultimately the result will become sine 10. You need not to worry about where it is. So as per the rule, if you go on that way, sine of minus theta is equal to minus sine theta. Now in the progress of solving that, ultimately you will get the exact result. Okay, now why it is coming the plus of sine theta? Now actually minus 370, that means what? That means it is moving in a clockwise direction to 370 degree. So 370 is what? This 370 is from here, it is clockwise, is moving 360 plus 10. Actually this one the angle. So there that sine after crossing 360 it is moving into another 10 degree. Okay, so minus 370, it will be minus sine theta. Sine of minus theta is equal to minus sine theta, and that is equal to 4 into 10 plus 10, 4 into 90 plus 10. 4 sine will be sine, fourth coordinate, no, this will be not on fourth coordinate, this will be the first coordinate. Sorry, I made a mistake. This, if I consider it as a positive angle, and now it is, I have taken out the minus, so 4 into 90, that means 1, 2, 3, 4. Then after it's moving 10, so this would be sine in first coordinate. Sine will be sine 10, it is coming in first coordinate, so sine will not change. So ultimately sine of minus 370 will be minus sine 10 actually. Okay, I made a mistake here because it is coming in the first coordinate. So accordingly the sine, the ratio, the sine of this angle will not change. So ultimately this sine will carry over there. So this is ultimately the case. What I am making you understand in the other way, if it is minus 370, I want to read it. So what is that? It is moving 370, then 10 degree. Okay, now if I consider this way also, now this could be in 10. So sine of minus 4 into 90 minus 10 this way. So ultimately this is what this you could take. This is ultimately the 10 degree it is coming. So sine will be sine. So sine of minus 10 ultimately will come, because 4 into 90 anything, sine will be sine. So this is only utilized to get, or the sine will be sine, or it will convert into the associate ratio. So this sine will be sine. So ultimately that my sine minus 10 will come here. So minus 10 is what? Ultimately you can write it minus sine 10, because sine of minus theta is sine theta. So this way you can get the result. Okay, as because it is in fourth coordinate also, you can take the sign will be, instead of putting here, you can directly, as per the earlier case, sign for this sign will be sign, and for minus, as because the fourth coordinate, sign will be sign 10. Directly you can write, or you can follow the other rule. So ultimately you can say sine of minus theta will be sine theta. So what are the outcome? So sine of minus theta, you can straight away write sine of theta. Cos of minus theta, you have to write cos theta, and tan of minus theta, as because any of this, if it is negative, tan will follow the negative, so it will be minus tan theta, and accordingly the other related ratios. So this I have missed out, so just remember. Now I will show you a minus b. What would that come? So now earlier cases, how the angle moved, initially the angle moved by a, then after another b. So now this case, if it is a minus b, so the first angle it will move a angle, so that means the first angle would be anti-clockwise, that would be a. Now further it will come back with the angle b in clockwise direction, so then that would be the same thing, that means a plus of minus b. You can treat like that also, you need not to show this derivation. Instead, if you treat a minus b is equal to a plus minus b, that also you will solve the purpose. How? A plus c, if I have to calculate a minus b, that can be also written as a plus of minus b. Now this minus b you can put in place of, what is that, sin a into cos of minus b, sorry, sin a cos minus b plus cos a sin of minus b. Okay, now this could be equal to what? Sin a will be sin a, cos minus b, what I have seen, it is cos b, because cos of minus theta, but I learned just now, cos theta, sin of minus theta is equal to minus sin theta. So accordingly this will be this, and here it will be minus, so minus will carry over there, so cos a sin b. So ultimately your formula will be like that, sin a cos b minus cos a sin b for sin of a minus b. You can do like that also. Now I can also prove it by geometric manner. How? This is the ultimate position when it is initially rotated anti-clockwise, then come back with a clockwise rotation of b. Now from here I will do the same thing. I will put a perpendicular here, I will put a perpendicular here, I will perpendicular here. In initial case I drawn perpendicular from this to this. Now from there, because this is the final position, from there I will draw perpendicular. So this will be perpendicular, this will be perpendicular, this will be perpendicular, and I will draw a parallel line from this. This will be also perpendicular. Now this is your a. Now I name it a, b, c, d, e, let's say. Now what is your sine of a minus b? Then sine of a minus b is this angle, that will take you the anti-clockwise, because a is higher. So if I do a minus b, so that will be the anti-clockwise direction. So what is that? Sine of a minus b is of this this by this one. So that means CB upon OC. This is OC for this triangle. This is right angle triangle. Now CB is equivalent to EA. I write it EA by OC. Okay. Now further, this can be written as EA is nothing but DA minus DE, is it, by OC. Okay. Now separate it, DA upon OC minus DE upon OC. Follow the same thing. Now, if this is some angle, if this is A minus B, so this is parallel to this is A minus B, okay, and if this is B, so this is 90 minus B, this angle is 90 minus B, this is A minus B, okay, this is A minus B. So if I want to bring angle, I am to take an angle of this one, this is A minus B, this is B, this is 90 minus B. So what is this angle now? This is A minus B, this would be this angle would be 90 minus B minus of A minus B. So if I calculate it, 90 minus B minus A plus B, that means 90 minus A. What is that? This angle, this angle will be 90 minus A. So this is 90, so ultimately this angle is how much? It will be A, isn't it? Because this angle plus this angle is 90, so this angle is equal to 90 minus A is equal to A. So this is A. Now this much is required for further equation. So I will rub everything there. Only thing I'll put, this angle is A. Okay. Now dA by OC, dA by OC, I have to bring something in between. So dA is related to this triangle, this. So OD will come here in between, OD. So that same thing I will put it here, OC minus D, this is DE, this one. So this is related to this hypotenuse. So DE upon DC into DC upon OC. Let me check. DA by OD, DA by OD. So this is the angle A and this is the triangle. So DA is the height, hypotenuse. So this will give sine of A into OD by OC, OD by OC. For this triangle, this is 90. So this is 90. So this is what? This is your angle B. So angle B, if I take, so angle B, OD is the base, and OC is the hypotenuse. So this is cos of B minus D by DC, DE by DC. So this is DE what? For this angle A, this is base, this is hypotenuse. That means this is cos of A into DC by OC, DC by OC. For this triangle, this right angle, this is B, DC means height, OC means hypotenuse. This is cos of B. Now see, sine of A minus B is sine A cos B minus cos A sin B. That also being proved with a geometric manner. Earlier we have used the property, I have represented it as A plus minus B for the earlier formula that I have described or fetched with a geometric manner. What is that? Sine of A plus B is equal to sine A cos B plus cos A sin B. In that, if I put B equal to minus B, so that also will give the same formula. Okay, sine of B, if I put, that also will give the. So in both way, I have proved that sine of A minus B is sine A cos B cos A sin B. Now In this case, I cannot put A is equal to B because that will give you what? Sine 0. Sine 0 is 0. So, in this case, if I put A is equal to A is equal to B, then it will become A minus A, and on the right hand side it will become sin A into cos B means cos A, and it will become cos A, and sin A become, so this all are equal, so ultimately it is 0. So in this case, angle physically also you can understand, if an angle is moved by angle A, and if it is come back the same angle, it will lie down on a same line, so it cannot make a triangle. So the trigonometric ratio will not follow here. So these are the concepts. There are so many concepts that I will bring it for you, but similarly cos A minus B also, if I go with the same way, and what is that? Cos A plus B. Let me write down first. Cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. Okay, now if I put B is equal to minus B, instead of going to the geometric manner, if I put it here, so cos of A minus B, here for B I have to put B minus B, and here sin of A into sin of minus B. So what is that? Cos A minus cos B is equal to cos B. It won't change its sign, but minus sin B, sin of minus B is equal to minus sin B. So this sign will change to plus, and it will become sin A sin B. Now see, when there is a minus in between, the sign here it is positive. Just remember this way. For cos A minus B, the sign is there, and both cos will come together, both sign will come together. Okay. Now here if I put A is equal to B, what will be the result? Cos of 0. So cos of 0 means what? Here you will get cos square, instead of A I will put, instead of B I will put all A. So now see, cos square A sin square A minus cos square A. What is the result? Now in this way cos 0 is also 1. So this proves also, if cos A is equal to B, that will follow the other geometric rule, that is cos 0 is equal to 1. Okay. So all are interrelated. So this is up to this is the end of this session, and in the later session I will go with a few more relations on trigonometric ratios. Then maybe 2-3 classes or I will take for theory. Then after I will solve so many problems for you. Okay, thank you for now.